Party people in the place to be. Live from 58 Dream Street, we're Jamesing with Games. Day 32 of our Ultima 5 Warriors of Destiny Let's Play. So if I think about that for a moment, probably fair to say they haven't all been 3-hour streams. 3 hours has usually been the cap. There have been a few that went a little bit longer, a few that are a little bit shorter. But we could say maybe like probably an average of 2 hours and 45 minutes. Let's do a little not back of the envelope math. I can do this math, but I don't want to. It's Saturday. Okay, so 2 hours and 45 minutes. That would be 165 minutes times 31 episodes to date divided by 60. Yeah, we are approaching 100 hours of Ultima 5, and it's been a wild ride. Just grabbing my notes here, my index cards from the Ultima 4 days that are still relevant because of the very cool feature of Ultima that it has they finalized the world in Ultima 4, and Britannia is what it is, and you know what to expect. Except for whatever has changed in the interim. Very cool stuff. All right, firing it up. Just launching the old DOS box here, and we'll see. Oh, gonna have to mess with the audio levels a little bit. Stimpinski, hail! Good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. Hope that cold has left you. I know, it's never a guarantee. You can have a cold that comes and burns out and it's gone in a week, and you can have a cold that you're still dragging yourself through it like 4 weeks later. I hope that's not the case. All right, great. I'm glad to hear that. Whew. Tea's very hot. I'll give that a little time to cool before I go back in on it. Let's dive in. We are deep in the depths of Dungeon Destard right now. Gwenno is dead. Shimino is dying. I'm in a branch of the 7th level that is not the branch that I came through on the way down. It's a rough spot. We're going to play it out as heroes, trying to survive. But if it comes down to it and we all die, that also gets us out of Dungeon Destard. And the avatar is well and clear, up to level 7, and I don't think anyone else. Yeah, even Jana, we're not going to get Jana over the threshold and then lose her. So we're safe in terms of not wasting a level up by mistake, which is reassuring. Okay, not a lot going on in this particular room. But you know what? We're here. Let's kill some rats with magic axes. Broadly speaking in the quest, if we set aside the whole lost in a dungeon that has no ladders up, and I haven't been able to figure out where to cast my uspors to ascend. British, wonderful to see you. Yeah, I try to maintain the humility about it, but it's true. The avatar of all principles. Love, truth, and courage, baby. That's me. So yeah, setting aside that we're trapped in a dungeon that I'm struggling to find my way out of. I have my days, Stimpinski, where that might be a fair characterization. At this time of year, November, December, it never gets worse for the academic year. Like, even like my classes are bigger in the winter. In theory harder, but the thing is that right now, like, there's no comfort in saying like, well, there's gonna be a couple weeks at the end of December where I can work a little bit less, when I know that then immediately on the other side I gotta do all this stuff. So yeah, the winter work compounds the unpleasantness of the fall work. Fortunately, I also this time of year also lets me do the fun part of my job a lot, which I'm grateful for. Like teaching students as opposed to doing tedious academic integrity paperwork, for example. Ooh, congratulations. This is your, you were telling me about this. This is like a homebrew system that your buddy designed for this pirate adventure. Ah, yes, we came in this room. Something went wrong here. And we wound up leaving. Shimino is poisoned? How did I get Shimino? You know what? It doesn't matter. If he dies, he dies. But let's retreat. Well, I'm glad to hear that quest is going well. We had a successful Gloomhaven night last night, which I'm feeling good about. We added a new member to our roster because our buddy Robert is on paternity leave from Gloomhaven. And she played the Sunkeeper character, who is a character that I had played previously in our adventures together. And some mix of bad luck, bad party composition, because the Sunkeeper does not play well with the Berserker, who Robert was playing at the time, and then me making some bad choices, resulted in them all being convinced that the Sunkeeper sucks, and they kind of razzed me into retiring her early. So I was, when Lauren, our new member, was like, I'll play the Sunkeeper, she sounds cool. I was like, alright, Lauren, you know, it's up to you to redeem my girl here. We're not healing Shimino because dying gets us out of this mess. It occurred to me that one extremely grim possible escape plan is to drink all the poison potions that I've acquired. Just, like, let it get sorted that way. Okay, let's go back down. Try to find a different spot to Uspor up. Like, oh, what's going on here? Okay, I've got my map. Let's try... Well, let's kill a couple of gazers. No, let's not assign Jana to kill the gazers, so that we're not risking her... the fight... Which fight are you referring to, Stimpinski? In your, in the pirate camp? Oh, there goes Shimino. Sorry, buddy. No, wait. That's not Shimino. Who's dead? Oh, the Avatar's just asleep. Sleepy bodies and dead bodies. Sheriff Sprite. Oh, man. The Avatar just getting eaten alive by insects while Julia just biffs a magic axe at him trying to swat them. I prefer my own friends to not get flies off me with an axe. Okay. Is this the... Whew. This is the fight to free the hanged prisoner? Or the about to be hanged prisoner? Yikes. Yeah, I mean... An execution is going to be a heavily guarded event. No doubt about that. Okay, Julia's got no points. It's up to you, Elo. Cast Uspor and see what you can do to us. That's very wise. That's you want to be the wheelman. If there's some scheme afoot, there's no better role. Okay. Okay. This is the familiar level 7 that I have mapped. I like that. Alright. Swarmed by bats. Yeah, the driver is... That's the thing. The driver takes on probably the least risk in a big heist, but inarguably plays an absolutely vital role. Yeah, if you can be the driver, it's way better. That goes for fantasy heists, but also if you're ever robbing a bank, you know. far less exposure, because you hear the alarm going off. Oh, it's all gone bad. I'm just, I was just parked here to get some bagels. I'm going home. Yeah, when we get out of here, which we're going to do, I'm even starting to hope that we're going to do it mostly alive, and we'll get Gwenno back on her feet when we're up there, because we're quite affluent now. We can afford all the fancy resurrection services. That's probably like, as long as there's resurrection magic that you can purchase for a lot of money. Like, maybe Lord British should be thinking about some kind of universal resurrection insurance plan. But at any rate, we're beyond worrying about things like how to get healthcare. We're well-to-do now, and that's good. Oh, come on, ghosts! All right, kill him, Julia. It's all up to you, girl. There's one dead ghost. The Avatar, he's not scared of ghosts. He's standing tall. Julia, who you gonna call? Holy moly. Julia made short work of those chumps. Alright, what am I doing here? Where am I going? East, south, east, south. There's the way up. So I want to stand not directly under it. And Elo, how you doing? You can do another one. None mixed. Okay, it's okay. I mean, maybe it's not. But it could be. We're going to find out. Let me just open up all my paratext PDFs here. And remind myself the components. To mix up a little Uspor, which is a 4th circle spell, moss and silk. Okay. Certainly hope that we're still doing okay for moss and silk. But let's find out. Yep. Yeah, okay. Yep. Let's do 10. Zip. Let's throw in a save in case everything goes all to hell and we need to we run out of our reagents. I mean, I'm not going to save scum for that. I will do the grim-ass Avatar and his companions lose their mind, trapped underground, poison themselves, and run around till they die. Escape plan. Oh, so you've got to prepare something. So are you also running a homebrew system? Or are you just operating... Oh, that didn't work. Didn't get us nowhere. Well, let's try... let's try this. Out to the west. The Dark Eye. Cool. I don't think I've ever even heard of this Dark Eye. I'll have to look into it. Is it does it lean more towards the roleplay or the crunch the numbers kind of dungeon crawl Drakensang? No. If I'm being honest, my pen and paper experience is pretty constricted. I've played a lot of D&D in various editions, and I've played I've never even played Call of Cthulhu. I've run a lot of Call of Cthulhu, and a lot is oh jeez. Do we even okay? Alright. Yeah. Jana. Keep us going. Cool. Well, maybe I will look into that at some point. Because it's going to be a while, given that we're approaching 100 hours in Ultima 5. And there's then Ultima 6, 2 Ultima 6 spin-offs, Ultima 7, which was originally released as 2 games, and then Ultima 8 and 9. And then the question of, well, now do I want to go back? But sometime... Cool. Well, I'm going to look into that, because I know that I'm gonna be putting over as the years go by here. I'm gonna be really putting in time, I think, on learning more about the classic RPGs, the foundational texts of the genre, and just things generally. Okay, hold on. This is not the level 6 I originally charted, but that's okay. I mean, it could be. It's not necessarily okay. I don't... If that turns out to be true, oh my goodness. You can just climb up these pits? Alright, okay. That's fine. I feel fine about this. Ah, yep, there. That makes a ton of sense. I'd even been oh dear. Shimino's in a tight spot here. The rest of us are probably okay because we're tough and trolls really aren't at this stage. But you know what? I even had a specific thought at one point where I was like, man, like, because I recently played Shining in the Darkness. Oops, no Mani mix. That was not good planning. But it's okay. Dying is an option here. So failure is an option, or failure is success. So yeah, I played this Shining in the Darkness game, which is it's a dungeon crawler. It's like wizardry for babies, and it specifically has a grapple, like it has a magic rope item that when you get, you can climb up the pits in the ceiling. And when I was in Dungeon Destard for the first time, I was thinking, man, you need an item like a rope ladder or a magic rope or something. And of course, long ago on this journey, I acquired a grapple, and just never thought, oh, it's going to have implications here, which it obviously would. Hey, you know what? You live and you learn. We're going to get out of this dungeon faster, so I'm going to count it as a victory. You always win when you're learning. That's the kind of sappy shit I believe as a teacher. Gotta believe something. So I believe in the value of education. Alright. Jeez. Shimino's fine, although the Avatar is going to be a good guy and take up the cause of opening all these treasures. We don't want Shimino to get killed just by an acid bath. That'd be another ring of regeneration. Dealing with more traps. Success. Ding, ding, ding. We don't even look at what we're picking up anymore. No trap. And it's not trapped. That particular troll just had faith in the social contract. And then this one was poisoned. Fine. That's alright. The Avatar can knocks himself in a moment. Yeah, I feel like I've seen this room. And yet at the same time, it's not a very difficult fight. It seems like I would have cleaned it out. Oops. My goodness. Alright. It's okay. It's okay. We're all just we're kind of roughed up from our descent into the maelstrom. The underworld. But we're hanging in there. And we are awfully close to escaping Destard at this point. If I'm reading the map correctly, and if I am where I think I am. And I think there's a decent chance that those things could be true. Certainly no guarantee. Alright, here we are. We're rich in gems. Is this... No, of course it's not. It's a different level 4. But that's okay. Because it's just a lot easier to deal with this now that... Just climb up. And again. And again. Are we on the original level 1? We certainly are. Alright. Good to see you, Dungeon Destard. Be a stranger. Because we're never coming back here. Oh, late at night. Let's camp. The Avatar will keep an eye out for you, folks. Companions. Blessed companions. Get some sleep. I'll keep an eye out for rats and other things. But it's all good. So that's very good. I could not tell you where... Oh, my ship is probably over by Scarborough. That's okay. We'll head to Brittany first. East Brittany. Because they've got a healer. Rolling through the hills on our extremely low magic carpet. Brushing the treetops with the magic carpet. Let's not play around with the open sea. Just as a general matter, keep your magic carpet. If you don't have an Aladdin style magic carpet that can soar through the air, just give yourself a buffer between the sea. Hello, guard. Guards in Brittany are nice and chill. Yeah, we're in need. We would like some resurrection, please. Give us our Gwenno back. Yeah, 237. I'll give you an even 240 if you ask for it, pal. Nah, the healers aren't in it for the tips. The healing is its own reward. They just gotta take care of their associated component costs. Okay, I do not remember where the inn is, and we might as well use an inn, because we are pretty roughed up. So, let me get out my handy spreadsheet here. Head to the Britain sheet. And looks like the inn is in North Brittany. And there's an inn in Britain. But you know, Astaroth could be chilling in Britain. So why not bypass that issue altogether? And here's a problem that you run into. The extremely strange hours of opera. Oh, no, he was just on a supper break. Good. There's just a lot of owner-operated businesses in the Kingdom of Britannia that don't seem to hire employees. Like even ELO and Gwenno, their whole plan is just forcing their daughter to run the store while they're off saving the world. Like, I guess you've got blacks, like, and yet then you go to the shipwright, and he's employing multiple people, but none of them could figure out that the plans for the HMS Cape riggings had been misplaced in the filing cabinet in the file room. So I guess maybe just the roots of the issue might lie in the Britannian education system here, right? We're not giving our kids the skills that they need to be effective employees. Ooh, star crawlers. All right. I'm terrible content, but that sounds so cool. I'm gonna Wikipedia it. Ooh, 2017. Gotta do modern take on classic CRPG dungeon crawler. Just no screenshots here, but cool. I'm gonna look into this. I guess speaking of modern games in a sci-fi setting, I beat Metroid Dread this morning. It's an 8-hour playthrough. I bought that game on launch day and only finished it November 13th for 8-hour playthrough. And some of the other folks I talk about video games on the internet with, I saw them saying, like, you know, I did a 10-hour playthrough, but that doesn't count the hours and hours of fighting the bosses over and over. But I think I probably only added an extra hour in like boss loss time, so like 9 hours. Tight little game. I unlocked a hard mode, which I'll probably check out, might even stream at some point. It was a lot of fun. Samus felt great to control. I loved the game feel. Yeah, so good question, Stimpinski. The 2 tasks that remain, we got to get that Shard of Hatred, which may or may not be in a magical sandalwood box I'm carrying around with me. And we got to find this earthly fortress of the Shadowlords. And British has averred that I might have already heard the first clue about where it is. But I haven't heard it in the sense of like I actually heard it. If somebody said it to me, I've heard it with my ears, but not with my mind. So that might involve some exploring. When we've achieved that, yeah. Well, here's the trick. So that I know the last step is to... Oh, wait. I read your question wrong. I was thinking, I didn't see the rescued Lord British part. So I was thinking, what's the next step after the Shadowlords are dead and we've got the scepter? And I was thinking, I'm not sure if we, because I don't know what the final challenges are going to be like. Maybe we need to get everyone to level 7 at least, probably. But what kind of preparations are necessary? I still haven't figured out anything to do with why the stars are important. I've got a spyglass that I can look at them. There's a really grumpy wizard in Scarabray who seems to also have a telescope. I think when I finish this game, which is going to be sooner than later, which is crazy, and in a way it'll be kind of sad. Not that sad. It'll be very exciting to finish it, and I'm very excited to even just to play Ultima 6. But I do know that as of Ultima 6, this kind of the exact format of Ultima that had kind of been refined through the 5 games and really just hit a level here where it's actually like really pretty to look at, even with its limited animation. And I know that it's not like this anymore, and that's kind of sad. But I'm still excited because like Ultima 6 was the one that grabbed my eyes when I was a kid, and like made me want to someday be a person who plays Ultima and understands it and isn't intimidated by the open world. So, try as you might, Spider. 8 giant legs and you can't catch a magic carpet. Going through the woods, hopefully... if we get attacked by a dragon, we'll fight it to the death. Let's put our crown on while I'm thinking about this. There we go. So, yeah. I may dabble around, take a couple weekends and stream some other stuff. And then I gotta check out Ultima 6. And so I don't think I'll dive into it right away, but I'll breathe for a little bit, and then I do want to do Ultima 6. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, like, maybe I'll find Ultima 6 disappointing, and that'll derail some of my plans. But I suspect that even if it doesn't quite hit me the way that this one does, that I'll find something in it. Like, I'm really excited for the prospect of these characters who, to me, are... like, some of them have taken shape already in my mind in ways that probably aren't actually going to be reflected in the game text, but, like, they're familiar companions at this point, because I put, like, 40-something hours into Ultima 4, and now 80-something into this. And I know that eventually they're going to have like dialogue and faces and stuff. So even just that I'm excited for. The bigger world, yeah, I've read kind of 2 takes on that, which is like the world is bigger in the sense that like it's all a continuous map, right? Like there's no more like stand over Empath Abbey and press E to enter the Empath Abbey subscreen. And so that makes it in some ways obviously much bigger, and then but I've also heard it said that it made the world, like some things about the world almost feel smaller. I don't know, I'll see. And then yeah, the continuous battle on the screen, like instead of a separate battle screen, I can see how like when you look at Richard Garriott's game development history, obviously he wanted to get closer and closer to kind of an organic contiguous world, up to the point that he put it online and kind of lost the whole plot of what makes Ultima cool. And I'm interested to see. So I've come to Empath Abbey right now because, I got a hint here that pointed me in the direction of finding that box. And the start of my finding the Shard of Falsehood started in the Lyceum, and the start of finding the Shard of Cowardice started in the Serpent's Hold. And so I'm inclined to believe that the journey's supposed to start here. That's part of why I think this magic weird sandalwood box might have the Shard of Hatred in it. So I'm wondering if, like, have I missed some dialogue that would give me a clearer hint? Or if I go back to the guy who kind of said, hey, what if you played that song that Elo wrote on the right piano? Would something cool happen? Maybe now that I've got the box, he'll have some more dialogue to expose. So let me look here. It's Tim. She's looking for a dude named Tim, who originally suggested to us that playing stones on the right instrument can cause things to happen. I wonder if he'll be interested in learning that I tried that and it did cause something to happen. I think Tim was up here. I'm called Tim. Yes you are, young man. How are you? What do you do here? You're the bard. You're a bard? You play and sing? Like what? Tralala. Castle? Empath Abbey. Empath? Cannot help. Abby? Cannot help. Okay. Song? No. Okay. How do we get... Okay. You're the bard. You play and sing for the Who are the inhabitants? Empath Abbey. Okay. Any thoughts about love? Any thoughts about shards? Stones? How did I... Okay, sing, tra-la-la, tra, cannot help. How did I even get this guy to tell me something? What do you think about this box, pal? No, he doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about a box. What about Lord British? No. Okay. What keyword am I missing? You're the bard. Play. It's play. Yes, I enjoy fine harpsichord music. Who doesn't? Since Lord British's disappearance, his court composer, Sir Kenneth, is said to be traveling throughout Britannia. Yeah, I know all about that. Kenneth. He trades music lessons for melodies. He's compiling a collection, okay, melodies. Recently he gave a recital in Trinsic and then headed south. He often teaches a piece by Elo and Gwenno. Oh, geez, I've been calling it Elo's song. Of course he co-wrote it with Gwenno. They probably have like a Stiller and Mira kind of husband and wife act. Alright. He often teaches a piece. Okay, it's a favorite. British isn't going to do it. I already learned that. Elo? Who's that? Finest instrument? Magical? Like what? Kings? Instrument? Yeah. Only on an instrument worthy of kings. And then this box? Do you like sandalwood, Tim? Alright. Alright, Tim. You have been helpful. Not today, but in the past. And so I will spare your life. The Avatar doesn't really go around killing people. Because they aren't helpful enough. I suppose technically you could, but that would be hell for your karma score. And you'd never beat Ultima 4 that way. Alright, this is probably not going to work, but put down a save. Let's see what happens here. Astaroth. Shadowlord appears. Nope. I had a feeling you could not just throw the box on the fire. Because if it's too magical to even be open, it's not going to burn. Which is a shame, because sandalwood is a lovely scent. It would be the most aesthetically pleasing Shadowlord kill. Oh, can't even do that? Alright, I'm not doing this fight. I'm just going to load the save. Alright, it was worth trying that, because imagine it would have been very frustrating if it just turned out that was the answer. Hours and hours of revisiting every town and talking, because we are definitely at the stage now where a lot of what's left to do is retreading, revisiting, trying to plug gaps in my knowledge. And there aren't many gaps even left. No comments from the peanut gallery. Window shelf. Is there anything on it? Nothing. Probably not going to get anything out of playing stones here. And yet... Why not? Why not bang it out? Just in case. Probably nothing. And definitely nothing. And yet. 9, 8, 7, 8, 7, 6, 7, 6, 5, 3. Yeah. Nah. It's not worthy of kings. There we go. Successfully jimmied. Some of the floor plans in these castles. It's like a lot of doors. All very close to other doors. Everyone's asleep. It's the middle of the night. So I'm not going to find anybody else to interview here. Oh, I spoke too soon. But I don't think I'm going to... I mean, the guards are not friendly. Fine. They got a job to do. Are the sick people? They're asleep. Fair enough. Is there a secret door? There is. And it goes where? I don't know. Well. We're definitely somewhere now. Oh, we're just right back where I was. So now it's the middle of the night. Okay. Let's go get some sleep. Okay. Let's find our way out of the castle. Get some sleep outside. Oh my word. Thank goodness for my sharp eyes. The mighty heroes shoving a potted plant down the hall so we can get around it, get out of this castle, camp out in the streets. So if we try to sleep in a bed here, someone's just gonna come and kick us out. Alright. Okay, just looking at this, I don't feel like Hard Luck the Jester is just gonna sing a song with a really heavy-handed theme about it not being Blackthorn's fault that he's been corrupted by the Shadowlords. So let's talk to others. Pretty young girl. What's your name, dear? Corey. Oh, what's your job? You're the chef. The cook. Okay, you're the cook. Many delicacies. Souls. Such mouth-watering dishes as fried shark and sautéed squid au poivre. Peppered squid. Squid au poivre suggests that there is a Kingdom of Francia out there somewhere in the Britannian universe. Okay, do you ever cook with sandalwood? No. Alright. You know what? It's still worth talking to the cooks, because you just... Oh, Tim, good to see you, buddy. Take care. You journey safely as well. Okay. We gotta find some of the others. There aren't that many. Lord Kenneth, right? Lord Michael. A tall, caring man. You can see, just looking at him, like, this is a guy who cares. He's got those warm eyes. You're the Lord of this castle. Principle of love. Yeah. Love. Virtue. Hate. Yeah, I knew about that. Do you know about this shard? Alright, you take care. Oh, hey. Barbara. Now, Barbara has told me a vision about a mirror, or saw someone in a looking glass. So I don't know that we're gonna... If I've already gotten... Ooh, you're the Keeper of the Flame. Flame. One of the 3 principles, Avatar of Legend. I know. Principles? Let us know it is thy duty to recover this kingdom is lost. Dost thou intend to? I dost. You have a vision. Great man in a distant place saw him through a looking glass. Naught but his reflection. More you do not know. Thanks, Barbara. You know anything about this freaking shard? Alright. Alright. Maybe... I mean, obviously, I found Lord Kenneth and learned the song through the pure act of wandering. Maybe if I chase down the breadcrumb trail that Tim laid out for me. And I mean, once again, we get, like, besides clearing out some of the dungeons that I hadn't cleared out that I'm more capable of doing now, which I must do, and that'll be part of how we get everyone to at least level 7. Can't imagine we're getting to level 8. Maybe the Avatar, but probably not. Maybe Janna, but probably not. Besides that, the task now is wandering around and trying to put this all together and get the few remaining clues. So at a certain point, there might be just a tap out point where I say, all right, Stupinski, British, just tell me. Just tell me. But we're not there yet. I mean, even if I did give up at this point and just beg for the last 2 hints, I would still be holding my head relatively high, feeling good that I mean, 80 hours in, nothing but the original paratext. I do feel good about that. A mirror. What about this mirror? Nothing. Yeah, and this is just an inn. Just looking to see if there's anyone I can harass. Obviously, we've got our buddy Bandai, who loves the horses. He's still just hanging out there. I found your talking horse, buddy. Maybe he went and he talked to Smith and he was like, okay. I actually like horses better when they're just majestic and I can just pet them. Brush their manes and not have to hear about their opinions on the capital gains tax. Light a torch. Don't fly your carpet in the dark, even if it's a ground carpet. The crawling style of magic carpet. Don't think we're gonna learn anything here in Trinsic, but I mean, at the very least, Trinsic is supposed to be part of the way along which, perhaps, we might hear something about him here, or perhaps more likely, we might just not learn anything about him because the original breadcrumb trail might have already said south from Trinsic, in which case that points us to the lighthouse where Kenneth is it Sir Kenneth? Whatever. We'll find out. He's living there with a bunch of fascist sympathizers and grouchy old men. Okay. Anybody here worth following up on? Chamawampa! Good to see you, pal. Don't know how invested you are in the Avatar's quest here, but I'll catch you up. I have... Where's the secret door? Yeah, here it is. That's pretty easy. I've killed 2 of the 3 Shadowlords. I have 2 of the 3 regalia of Lord British. So now I'm in the fill in those 2 blanks. How do I get the Shard of Hatred to kill the Shadowlord of Hatred? And how do I find the earthly fortress of the Shadowlords to get the Scepter of Lord British? Once I've got those, it's all over but the slogging through the final dungeon. And we're off to the races to check out other games, including other games in the Ultima series. But yeah, my sword loves blood, dude. Yeah. Tell me about honor. No, I know the mantra. Okay. This guy's not going to know anything about the Shard of Hatred. He's too into honor to care about mere love. Man. The housekeeping staff in Britannia are very good at what they do. Like, you never see them. So for one thing, it's a very British quality to having the help. And then on top of that, they just and then they I just picked the lock on that secret door and moved that barrel, and someone already came along, put the barrel back, not just relocked the door, but like painted over it so it's hidden again. Dedication. Hope they get. Hope people leave them good tips after they stay at the inn. Okay. I mean, which we should do generally for the folks at a hotel. All right, here we are. Greyhaven. I'm gonna talk to Lord Kenneth. I don't think Lord Kenneth's going to know anything additional here, but who knows? Maybe he will. Sir Arbuthnot. Okay. Getting out my Greyhaven sheet. Sir Arbuthnot. He's a coin maker, and I don't know anything else about him. I don't have any information. The royal coin maker. Coins? Well, that is to say, before I became a wanted man. A wanted man? I'm afraid I did something that was not too well taken by the current regime. Something? Regime? No I don't. Magical coin? In the symbol of the Codex? It was commissioned secretly by persons unknown even to me. It was to be used to call back the one true avatar. Why, if he knew the purpose, why did Shamino and Iolo bother to disguise their identities? Don't want anyone to know it's the Avatar's famous companions that are trying to get him back to Britannia. The Avatar. Dost thou know the one true Avatar? I've heard he's a handsome guy with a cool mustache. Art thou the one true Avatar? I try to be humble, but yeah. Oh. Can't help me. Do you know anything about shards, sir? No. He doesn't. That's fair. Is Lord Kenneth here? Can't help. Alright. Goodbye. Thanks for chatting, buddy. Lord Kenneth, here we go. What do you do, sir? You're the composer. Composer? Yes I do. Open the book to the left. Piece for stones, the notes. I know this. You've taught me this. Thank you, sir. C, A, B, C. What are the next three? D, E, F, right? No? Try again? Oh, next three of the song. A, B, C, D, C. D, C, B. Good. Many keyboards are marked with numbers, so that A, B, C would be 6, 7, 8. What would the next three be? 9, 8, 7? Good. Now you gotta practice. Okay, that's all he wants to say. You don't know anything about this fucking shard. Seen a box? Seen a weird box? Alright. You take care of yourself, Lord Kenneth. You've already played an important part in the saga of the box, so I'm grateful for your contributions. I don't think we're gonna get anything out of Charlotte, the Blackthorn sympathizer, and her family, but it occurs to me that maybe I need to look around Lord British's castle more and see if just someone there knows about this fucking box. How are we doing? Like 50 minutes in. I got at least an hour here to continue to devote. So I'm gonna hit Britain. See what I can learn in British's castle, maybe the surrounding area, the Brittany villages and Britain itself. I don't know when the last time I even went to Britain was. And then, with the time I have remaining, let's dive into a dungeon, kill some stuff, get some treasure, gain some experience. Just cruising along on our humble carpet. It's getting late, so we'll camp in the woods in virtue of humility. Got over $3,000 in cash on us. We're sleeping in the dirt. Don't even have a tent. I don't know if tents have even been invented in Britannia. Okay, here we go. Don't know why I'm saving. I don't anticipate being killed. Then again, who knows? The music is kind of sinister in Castle British. Okay, let's look upstairs first. See if we can find anyone who's not a guard, because... Oops. Guards never friggin' say anything. Oh, come on. Unlocked. There we go. Oh, you know what? If we set Shim... Oh, wait. Who's got the best decks? Almost certainly the Avatar, right? 25, 24. Yeah. Alright. The Avatar is on lockpicking duty. Do you talk? Guard offers no response. Guards never talk. Stop trying to get information out of the guards. Okay. That's just a guard sleeping, isn't it? Yes. Don't think he's gonna want to talk anymore if I wake him up and try to cajole him. Okay. Villager and a child. They're the staff here in Lord British's castle. Believe their names are... I don't know. I don't actually know. Okay, what else here? Am I missing anything? No? I mean, I'm certainly missing something somewhere. But I mean, there's no obvious hint in the current completion level of my spreadsheet that would point me in the right direction. Said I was going to do upstairs first, did I not? Let's follow through. Okay, so like nothing going on the second floor of the castle. Secret door here? Yeah. Just that seems like the kind of place you'd put a secret door, and there's a secret door here I can see. But just a lot of you know what? That's actually fairly realistic. Zap that an old great. But there's a secret door here, right? No. A weird gimmick. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's actually out of step with historical castle architecture for there to be all kinds of arcane secret passages that serve no obvious function. What's this? A non-magic carpet? Strange vision. Alright, well here's the layout of the castle. Not actually super important or helpful. Okay. Let's keep going up. Even though my gut tells me probably if there's anyone I haven't talked to, they're probably in the basement at this point. And yeah, this is just going to be just a guard trying to keep me out of Lord British's room. And I've got the box, so I don't need to deal with that. Alright, let's hit the basement. Let's talk to some of the help. Light up a torch. What's this? This is... No... you know what? Okay. N-O, as I said, and the R is an R. North. North Star Armory. It's just an armory. And the next part says Max Angle Craft. No. Proprietor. Max Engel, the proprietor. Okay. Hello, Mr. Engel. What can you tell me? Buy or sell? Oh, you know what? While I'm here, would you care to buy just an ungodly amount of slightly worn helmets? We'll keep one on hand, just so we don't remember where we came from. Don't forget, so we do remember. Alright. No deal for there. I have some iron helmets. Oh my, look at those numbers. I knew I was rich, but I didn't quite realize that I was like well over double as rich as I thought I was. Yeah, goodbye, Max. Thank goodness that Britannian shopkeepers know literally nothing about supply and demand. And we'll just... Sure, I'll buy 20 friggin' leather helmets. I'm sure I can sell them all for a good price. Nothing much going on in here. Okay, so my actual thought was that there's other areas down here, because I've been there with Max before. Okay, any secret doors? Doesn't seem obvious that there are. Okay. How about... No. Alright, let's check on the other side. Ooh. Zap. There we go. A bunch of treasure that my gut tells me don't steal the treasure, even if there's no penalty. It just doesn't seem right. I guess that's why they call me the avatar of all virtue. Okay. Barrels, and a person who's asleep. A villager who I don't know that I've ever talked to. Maybe I have. But that would be worth that's worth a conversation. So got some time to kill. And this is just a dungeon, eh? Probably. Royal prison. Royal prison. Well, you know what? Let's throw in a save just in case this turns out to be considered uncouth to free the prisoners. Oh, can I just talk to them? Hey, come here. You're the first soul I've seen in months. Won't you stay with me and speak a while? Yes. Virtue of compassion, baby. Chuckles hates me. Left me locked up here well beyond my sentence. Well, who's Chuckles? Is the guard's name is Chuckles? His fault? Why? Kill? Who'd you kill? Why doesn't they believe me? You believe me, don't you? There's no harm in... Just... How can you help me? What's hidden? Not gonna happen today, buddy. Then get on your wretched way. What's he calling me? It's not gonna be anything nice. Pear. And an X is a G. Pig. Pig's dog. Pig dog. Pig dog. Okay, Drudgeworth. Good luck with that. Anybody in here? Hello? Well, let's, none mixed. We can deal with that pretty quickly. We're so rich. Reagents are no object anymore. In Export, Ash and Moss. Yeah, not cast. Mix. In Export. Ash and Moss, did I just say? Let's look over again. Ash and Moss. Very good. Mix them up. Let's do 10. I have 99 sulfurous ash. Not bad. Zap. Anybody in here? Any prisoners? No. Any secret doors? No. Just a weird, cramped little cell. Cramped is not the word for the cell as a whole. And then this one is weird. What's going on here? Probably nothing. Zap. Just another weird fake out magic door. Lord British's castle. Alright, are you up, villager? No, I'll come back. What is he telling me is hidden? Is it worth... you know what? You know, obviously it can be bad. It could turn out to be bad to free a prisoner. So I'll save. Oops. That's okay. Yeah, this guy's just a jerk. I know. I'm letting you out, buddy, and you decide I will fight 6 people who have not been abandoned in a cell for God knows how long to the death. Like, even setting aside the fact that we just freed you, buddy. Now, he's going to be tough, but is he walk all the way through this wall of magic axe fire tough? I'm skeptical. He's already critical. Well, that's how it goes, Drudgeworth. But let's take a look here. Does not hurt your karma score. Well, because, I mean, I was attacked. Oh, sorry, Yellow. Wasting everybody's magic points. Back on our way. Okay. Are you up yet, madam? Oh my. Okay. Sir or madam, is this person just not get out of... Ha! Here we go. Oh, it's Sedouge. What do you do, pal? You're the gardener. Cool. You know anything about a box? No. Wait, perhaps. Okay. British. Sandalwood. Return? Okay. Well, there we go. Sedouge has just been lurking in the basement. Every night he gets up and tries to sneak into the thing. Presumably he's living on grain from these barrels. Just eating raw grain all day. Sedouge, I mean, my interest here is for you to help me figure out how to get into this box. But I don't think it's gonna work out like that. British. What? Alright, be off. Yeah, you be off. Jerk. Alright. I'm gonna toss your room. Not that I think this is actually your room. Take a look here, see if I can espy any hidden doors. Probably not anything important in the barrels either. Okay. Alright. Well, I think that actually closes the book. As far as I can tell, on Castle British. So, hello, Waffle Syrup. We made it out of Dungeon Destard because, wouldn't you know, it turns out that between the first time that I went into Dungeon Destard early in the game and was not able to climb back out through those holes that don't have ladders, I was back in Dungeon Destard with the grapple item that lets me climb the mountains, and likewise it just lets me use those holes as though they were ladders. So once Stimpinski very kindly just pointed out, you can just climb those now, bud. I got out of there very quickly, which is great. So we're back on the surface, and we're going to do just kind of a look around Britain to see if we can find out anything more but this damn box. I'm skeptical that nothing against the farmers of West Brittany here. I'm not super confident they're going to be helpful, but we're going to toss we're going to, leave no corner unsearched. A young woman, how art thou doing on this fine day? Well, how's thy journeys fared? Well, I see. What canst I do for thee today? Remind me your name, dear? Camille. Let me see if I know anything or have taken any records of our conversations. I mean, we've obviously spoken before. You know who I am. Finding my cursor. I've got a cursor. Success. Camille. She's just a blank. So let's find out. Camille, what do you do? Keep the fields. Fields? Unlike the unfortunates living in other parts of the land, our crops grow true and strong. Crops? Indeed they do. Strong? True. Shard of hatred? Box? Do you know how to destroy magical sandalwood? Alright. Take care, Camille. It's okay. Not everybody, actually tending the crops is important too. Not everybody can be helpful to the avatar who's trying to save the world. It's all good. Okay. Gravestones that I don't believe are gonna contain anything but jokes, but we'll look at one of them here. Loved the... whatever. It's a dumb joke. I'm almost positive. Turns out later that the answer was right there all along, but for me being dismissive, well, joke's on me. Tavern, but no one's in the tavern that I can talk to. And we have one more farmer, who I believe is... Oh, two more. One of these is going to be a dude named Christopher, whose nickname is Tibbs. Hey up, lad, what's going on? Who are you? Philip. Philip wants to be an artist. Yeah. What do you do? Work the fields with Dibs. Dibs? Christopher? Works the fields. Fields? It's an hour grind, but I shan't be doing it long. Long? Plans to become an artist? Till then I keep plans. Take care. You know what? Hold on. You know anything about shards? What about boxes? What about sandalwood? Alright. Yeah. I'm not gonna brute force a solution to the magic box situation out of farmers, I don't think. Your name? Christopher. Call you Dibs. Yeah, I have been speaking with Philip. He's my mate. He's your mate? Friend. He's your friend? Yeah. Okay. What do you do, pal? Fiddle in the fields to keep me fed. Fiddle? Pride myself in a job well done, even... Okay. Pride? Job? Right. Well done. What I really enjoy is writing works of fantasy. Writing? Lore? Published? Through Origin, of course. Wilt thou buy it? I'll buy it, buddy. What's my name? Some people call me the Avatar of all virtue. You better be. I'm quite enlightened. You know anything about sandalwood box? Shard? Love? Hate? Buy? Ta, mate. Yeah, you sound like a writer. Fanciful language and your weird nickname, Dibs. I guess Philip came up with that. We can't pin that on old Dibsy. More farmers. Soiled. Hey pal, Joshua. I don't even have an entry for Joshua. Maybe he knows the secrets of the world. What do you do, Joshua? If he said, very clever. So, farm, crops grow well. Well, crops, soil. Hey, yeah, that makes sense. Grows. What do you know about sandalwood? Take care. Thentis. Now, well. We can't all have cool names. Maybe you should talk to Philip, see if you can get a cool nickname like old Dibsy. What do you do, Thentis? Like, yeah, you're a farmer. What do I do? I'm the Avatar. I do like being the Avatar. Thanks for asking. Hindered. Then might I venture... yes, you may venture to say I oppose the laws. That where this is heresy? Yes, and I don't care. Is nothing resistance? I do. I'm a member. Still support it? Sure do, pal. Just nodding here. Just another password? I do. It's dawn. Good. Sorry about all the questions, but we've got to be careful. If thou art with us, meet us by the well at midnight. Okay. Okay. I don't know that this is actually going to bust anything wide open, but it's cool. So where's the well? Let's find the well right now. I found it. Here's the well. What time be it? 5:39. Alright. Let's go out and camp it down for 5 hours. I'll keep watch, just in case. We're all fine. This isn't real sleep. This is time-killing sleep. To the well. How'd it work out time-wise? So it obviously... It takes the time that it currently is and then rounds it down to the nearest hour. And then... counts out 5 hours. But now we can mill about. I have played very little Skyrim. I've seen some Skyrim being played. Is the waiting just like you just say like, I'm waiting 5 hours and it's like, all right, great, it's supper time now. Just happened. Didn't have to do anything. Ho ho. Here we are. Vigil. What do you do? Oh yeah. You farm at dawn by any chance? Farming, eh? I hear you have to get up at the crack of dawn? I am with the resistance, but you know what, Vigil? If you can wait in a state of alertness for a moment, be vigilant, so to speak. I'm going to take a very tiny intermission, folks, to give the cats their lunch. Be right back. And we're back. So these cats, the one of them went to the vet yesterday, and her sister has an issue where she doesn't like the disruption to their togetherness, and then she does not like when her sister comes back and has a strange smell. And so the smell of the vet on her sister makes her very angry at her sister. However, on some level, she's aware of this. So when her sister comes home, she's like, I better stay away from my sister because if I smell her, I'm going to be mad. And then she like tries to get around and like avoid being close to her sister and smelling her. But then she will occasionally just be walking along and she'll like stop. Like Abra will be like laying down and sleeping or something. She'll look over and you can tell like in her brain, she's like fighting this fight in her tiny little, feline brain, where one part of her brain is saying, hey, that's my sister. I should go give her a sniff. And the other part of her brain is saying, if I sniff my sister, I'll be mad because there'll be a bad smell. And always eventually the urge to just like say hi to her sister wins out before the smell is dissipated. And then then she's just hissing and being angry for a couple of days. So it's cooling off now. So they can get together at the food bowls and eat. And Astra will like lean over and like sniff her sister a bit. But then randomly just the smell will reoccur and the switch will flip in her brain. She'll be like, I don't like my sister right now because of a bad smell. And she'll start hissing. And meanwhile Abra is just like, Abra will walk towards her sister and then stop at like the periphery of the smell anger zone and just like look at her expectantly like, can we be friends again, sister? But if they're really close and Astra is hissing, and she hisses long enough, Abra will be there, and she's just kind of like looking at her like, what? My sister's so mad. Why are you mad? And then eventually she's like, well, if you're gonna hiss so much, I'll start hitting you in the face. And then they start fighting. Sisters. Right. Yes, I am with the Resistance, Miss Vigil. Canst thou prove it? Yes? I doubt it. Huh. Hard to resist. Yeah, that's the kind of cheesy, incompetent spy acting I'm looking for here. Yes, Leof. I resist Blackthorn. We too resist his foul, oppressive regime. Hast thou ever faced a Shadowlord? A couple of times. Didn't go good for them. We have heard that here upon... Oh! This isn't getting us closer to the Shard of Hatred. This is getting us closer to the Earthly Fortress. There's a place where their energies focus. Just where it is we have not learned, but thou might learn more if thou dost seek out Sir Sean, who lives... Ah, yes. In the Lyceum on Dagger Isle. Ah, okay. I've been cut... Honesty Isle, as I like to call it, is Dagger Isle. We should respect the inhabitants and call it by its name. Just like we call Rapa Nui Rapa Nui instead of Easter Island. If thou canst find him, ask of Stonegate. Okay. Let me Leof. Ask Sir Sean in the Lyceum of Stonegate. Don't mind if I do. Thank you, Leof. You take care. Let's see. Can we get anything out of this vigil? Cool. What do you do, my dear? You're a farmer. Farming? You once roamed the land as a warrior. I believe you. I'm perceptive. Thanks. Oh, hey. I already had entries for these two. That's okay. They can have double entries. One for their farmer life and one for their resistance worker life. Yes. I'll say the word again. Who's the name of the resistance leader? Maybe that'll do it. It's worth a try. I've got him on the U sheet, right? Resistance leader, Landon. No. Fine. At least thou art honest. Feel thou art trustworthy. Ah, there we go. Before, when my friends and I were a band of stalwart adventurers, we learned much. Much? Before the Shadowlords. Shadowlords? My friends and I learned much about them before we retired. Talk to them. Your friends? Thentis, Joshua, and Leof. Okay. Holy moly. We're blowing Brittany wide open here. Thentis and Joshua, we met them. We just gotta actually talk to them about the Shadowlords. Alright. Thanks. Good hunting. Oh, and wouldn't you know, what do you know about resistance? To the others. What do you mean, to the others? Oh, because he's the one who took... Okay. Shadowlords? Okay. Let them assemble. Take their shape. Now let's try. Soiled farmer. Which one are you? Joshua. What is thy name? I'm James, the Avatar. You like Dawn? What's that I say? I said Dawn. Yes, I dost. Yes, I would love that. I've heard much of the Shadowlords. It's Shadowlord now, singular. If faced in combat, thou art drawn into their plane of existence to do battle. I knew that, but thank you. It seems that they cannot be killed by normal means, so that most who fight them die quickly. Yeah. A few souls have lived to tell that if a Shadowlord is struck down, it will vanish into thin air. I've been told that, I think by Lars in the chat. Soon after, its twisted soul shall return anew. Yep. One named Sutek knows how to destroy them. He lives on a remote isle in the south of the Great Sea. Yeah, I didn't follow this quest chain to learn that. I just stumbled upon it. It was great. Alright. Thank you, Joshua. Alright, Thentis. To the others. Others? Shadowlords? What do you do? What does I do? I resist. I do like it. Hindered. Yeah, I oppose the laws. Yes, I am. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Dawn is the password. Good. Sorry about all the questions. We gotta be careful. Meet with us. Yep, that's where we are and when it is. Mention the password to those attending. Okay, fine. And Leof told me the very helpful thing. Alright. Okay, there. Thank you, noble resistance farmers. We're off to Dagger Isle in the morning. And for now, Jana, just gonna scoop up a little easy experience killing these spiders. Whoops. Let's aim at the spider, Jana. There we go. Boom. Okay. No trap. And there was nothing. 15 gold. Like at this stage, it's kind of like, why would any of us even bend over just to pick up 15 gold? That's a the value proposition just isn't there. All right, here we go. 9 hours of sleep. We're gonna head on over. We're gonna get another hint about this scepter. It'd be great if more people knew about sandalwood boxes. But you know what? Somebody does, and we're gonna find them. What have I done? Do I not have the carpet? No, jeez, it's because it's numbered. Is it numbered? Because I noticed that the carpet regenerates in Lord British's room. Can you just go there and stock up? And I'm keeping that's in my back pocket, that knowledge. But if we can find a Britannian who can tell us about it, it'll be all the better. Although at this point, hell, if I even get the scepter, if the only thing I couldn't figure out on my own turned out to be the box, I'd be pretty proud of myself. But if I can figure out the box, I'll be even prouder. Waffle Syrup, you weren't here when I revealed that I beat Metroid Dread this morning, and I thought it was fantastic on the whole. For me, it was an 8-hour run. Probably did about an hour all told of dying again and again to bosses, maybe less, definitely not more. So around 9 hours. First playthrough, unlocked a hard mode. I did like 41% item collection because I'm pretty good at Twitch gaming and boss fighting, so I tried the last boss and I said, I'll go, searching for all the missile tanks and stuff and energy tanks if need be, but need did not turn out to be. And so I shrugged it off. And early in the morning here, we're at the Lyceum. But we want to give them all time to sleep it off, get up. Yeah, so I'm going to try hard mode for exactly that reason, Waffle Syrup. Because it's a short enough game, and it was cool enough that, I'll play it again. And, get a little more tension in the combat encounters. The boss fights were really fun. Like, the hard ones were fun. The easy ones were pretty fun, too. The tough but fair style of boss fight, where as you learn what you're doing and how to exploit your abilities, eventually you're getting through like phases of the boss fight with no damage at all that you used to be like just struggling through. It's great. It was really cool. I like the storyline. I read I made a mental note. Kotaku had an article called "Samus doesn't need to be an emotionless robot to be a badass" or something like that. And I thought, when I saw it, I was like, well, I can't read that yet because I gotta actually beat this game and experience the story for myself. Hey, some wizards. What are they up to? Oh, just taking a break. I don't think either of them is... Oh, is this Sir Sean? Who are you again? Lord Shalmouth. Alright, yeah, you take care. I won't abandon the quest of light. Wise and beautiful princess. Not Sir Sean. Take care. Beautiful. So I made a note to go check the article out because I was super skeptical of its claim. But the reason I was skeptical at first was more that I was thinking, does this dude not remember how many people threw fits over Metroid Other M? Because like the two things that people were the maddest about were there's a scene where Samus encounters Ridley and you get like a cutscene where she's like she looks scared, and then for a brief moment the screen blinks and like you see Samus as a child, because when Samus was a child, of course, her family and the entire human colony she lived in were wiped out by the space pirates, and Ridley killed her parents right in front of her. And people were like, it's so misogynistic that they made Samus the kind of a real strong woman doesn't experience any kind of post-traumatic stress disorder related to watching her parents get murdered in front of her. And then the other thing people got really mad about in Other M was that it was kind of a silly gimmick, but the way they gated item progression, instead of coming up with an explanation why Samus's abilities have all been disabled through like a crash or there's a strange field of energy that has robbed you or something, instead they just who is this? Hail, welcome. No, I'm not in need. Nay. Take care, Faye. Nay, Miss Faye. And then, of course, this is just going to be this. So, the way they gated it in Other M is that Samus actually responds to a distress call that is also responded to by the Galactic Federation, and then Adam, her former mentor when she was in the Galactic Federation, and her former commanding officer, is like, well, look, if you're going to work this job with us, you can't just have all your crazy alien gear. Like, you've got to be under Galactic Federation jurisdiction. And so you start out, and he's like, you can use your beam weapon, but nothing else. And then when it becomes necessary, he'll say, now you have permission to activate missiles. And she's like, affirmative. And Samus shouldn't be doing what a man tells her, or like, submitting like that. Oh, she can only do things if her daddy gives her permission. I was like, would a real hero, like, what's she supposed to do? Like, massacre the Galactic Federation officers, including her, like, father figure, mentor, and then just be like, yeah, I can have all my weapons from the start of the game now. So, like, yeah, I don't know. I didn't, like, Other M is definitely the worst Metroid, but I liked it. It was okay. So that was why I thought this article sounded silly. When I actually read it, when I actually finished the game, I was like, Samus didn't seem like an emotionless robot in this game. She doesn't have a lot of dialogue, or hardly any dialogue. And the only dialogue she speaks is in a foreign language. But Sir Sean, the Keeper of the Flame? Yes, he is. This is Sir Sean. I wrote not super helpful next to his name, but he's about to be super helpful, isn't he? Just want to confirm, you're Sir Sean. And it's Stone Garden? Stone Gate. Okay. What do you know of the Stone Gate, young Sir Sean? Art thou afraid to journey into evil's abode? No. Sail first thy ship unto the southernmost part of Lost Hope Bay. Travel so far as thy skiff will take thee. I should be writing this down. Formatting, wrapping, wrap. Here we go. Sail first thy ship unto the southernmost part of Lost Hope Bay. Gonna have to look at the map for a moment there. Travel so far as thy skiff will take thee. Okay. Next line, please. Some speak of a special implement. that can be used to cross the mountains. Find this. I'm not gonna write that whole sentence. I've already found it, but great. Then climb that way through the mountains to the south. Okay. Ah, so Stonegate is the name of their castle. There thou shalt find the Black Keep Stonegate. Oops, I should capitalize Stonegate. Guarded by Balinor, foulest of demons. A boss fight? Or just a regular fight against a regular demon? This is the earthly domain of the Shadowlords from which few have returned. Alright. Thanks, pal. That was exactly, word for word, what I needed to know. Not the information I was even seeking. But I'm glad I found it. Yeah, you're a worrywart. Yeah, I mean, like, I guess it could be an incredibly strong demon with really good physical attacks. But ultimately, as long as I remember to put that crown on, and there's at least a 50% chance that I will, we're gonna do just fine. So anyway, yeah, suffice to say, like, it's not a dialogue-driven game, and most of the dialogue is you know, people delivering exposition to Samus. But at key moments, her visor becomes translucent. You see her eyes, and you can tell what she's. You can see her emotions, and if you understand the story of the game, you can interpret what she's probably thinking. And at the climax, she does something. The climax of the plot, she has a very clear and very powerful emotional reaction to a very specific, important piece of information, and she takes action on it in a decisive and forceful way that makes very clear it's a statement of her values. Anyway, I just thought this was a terrible read by this dude. But to be fair, ever since Other M, I don't put a lot of stuff. In fact, the article, to be fair, did have a section where he kind of like apologized for it, but I'm about to sort of defend Other M. I'm sorry, but at least he did have the sense to be like, you know. He was seeing clearly enough that, like, everything I'm saying here is actually, you know, I'm saying that things that were done in Other M that people hated are what they should be doing now. I should dig down on that and maybe acknowledge the virtues of Metroid Other M. So credit to him for that, but I didn't find it a persuasive case that the Samus of Metroid Dread lacks emotion. So there you go. Okay, so we left Skara Brae to search for the entrance. Right? Yep, there we are. Beautiful. Yeah, let's camp. Lord British comes to steal us for the challenge ahead of this Balinor fierce demon, possibly just a regular demon. And like, I don't know, what's this gonna be like? It's just gonna be, is it gonna be another first-person dungeon? Is it going to be kind of like Blackthorn's Castle? Is it going to be some kind of middle ground, like the overworld, where there's enemies as we explore a top-down dungeon? Let's find out together. Okay, but before we do anything, I gotta look at the map, because what the hell is the Bay of Lost Hope? I don't know. So, okay. Step one, remind myself, what will the word hope look like? I can picture the word lost in the runic script. Yeah, up, down, down. Here we are. So yeah, lost is spelled the way that I thought it would be. And hope, P. P-O, and then actual P looks like a K. So it'll look like Pockham on the map. Alright. Eyes to the map. Here we go. That's not it. That's not it. Don't think that's it. It's also actually kind of hard to read some of this stuff. Hold on. Right. Okay. So the Bay of Lost Hope Bay is by Minnock. Alright. We got it. We're on the journey. Oh, you want it, dragon? That's what I think of you. We'll fight the sharks. Oh, there's only a couple. Oh. Letting him get away, Jana. Not gonna get to level 7 pulling that shit. Alright. Scaring the sharks. No experience. Alright. No faith in wind power here. You know what? While I think of it, let's get some money on the go. We should have picked up more silk and stuff there while we were on Dagger Isle. Land of honesty. Put our crown on. King of the high seas. The avatar of all virtue. Just giving myself titles. Probably not the best for the cultivation of enlightenment in humility. And I know that because I am the avatar of all virtue. So wise is the avatar. Alright. Making our way around. Okay, now this is a tiny bay, but not the one. But right on the other side here, we should see a shrine if I am where I think I am. Sailing at night, never wise. There. Confirmed. There's the Shrine of Justice. Got further to go. Alright, fine. You want it, you got it. Seahorses. Majestic creatures. Just waiting to get effed up by the Avatar and his axe-wielding companions. Heavily wounded. Take us home, Jana. That's my girl. Alright, kill them all. Boom. I'm from Britannia, and I say kill them all. How's Jana doing? 30-40. 160 to go. She is well on the way. Alright. Put the crown on, but it's night. You know what? Nighttime's a great time. Nighttime is the right time for a raid on the earthly fortress of the Shadowlords. Some trolls. Accomplishing nothing. I believe we're in the bay. Yep, there's the lighthouse. Outside of Minnock. In the Bay of Lost Hope. We're sailing south. Throwing a save down. We gotta go as south as we can and get in a skiff. And then go as south as we can get via skiff. Such as this? Let me look at the map. See what no. This is not. Oops. Here's as south as we can go. And then go by skiff. And then we'll see all these mountains. And we want to go up into the south. And I can see the route in. let's get out. It's early morning. A little less of the perfect time for demon hunting, but here we are. Making our way south. What do you know? The earthly fortress of the Shadowlords. Here we go. Oh, an air of hatred doth surround us? Go figure. Alright. Is Astaroth going to cause us problems? I mean, might, but we have a save if everything gets all wacky. We got to come back. Absorbed. I've got keys. Is this Balinor? Alright. Let's do this. Bats. Fine. We'll kill all your pet bats. Stupid Shadowlords. Oh my goodness, well, I shouldn't, every time I've been like, finally gonna see my nephews, my family cancels at the last minute, but there's only about an hour left for them to pull the rug out on me again. So I'm really optimistic I'm gonna see my nephews, and I told my nephew because I had a birthday present delivery issue where I showed up without his birthday present on his birthday, even though I had a birthday present for him. But I told him at the time, I'll bring a present for you next time, buddy. But then as time went by, I realized I just rolled this into a big Christmas present. Fortunately, he's young enough that he's not going to remember that I told him I'd get him a present. So I'm in the clear on that. Alright. Gotta use one of our skull keys. Oh, hello. Want to talk? Oh, he does want to talk. No. Waffle syrup, my nephew is very young. I don't mean like, because, he's a kid. He got distracted. Like, I know that, like, a couple years from now, if I tell him present next time, he's going to be, like, thinking about that present and talking about his mom to it for the entire time. He's young enough that I literally think it's very unlikely he has the memory that we had that conversation. I think he's still in that kind of extremely formative brain years, where his long-term memories are all impermanent anyway. But first, thou dost seem an educated person, and so I offer thee an educated solution to the problem at hand. Oh. I suggest a battle of wits for thy passage. If I win, I shall slay thee. If thou dost win, I shall let thee pass to face the perils within. Alright. Yes, I dost accept. Good. I've not tested my wit for some time. Here we go. What is tall as a house, round as a cup, and all the king's horses can't draw it up? Tall as a house, round as a cup. All the king's horses can't draw it up. A well? No. Any thoughts, waffle syrup? Tall as a house, round as a cup. All the king's horses. Yeah. And like this is probably just like a pretty regular riddle that he okay. Tall as a house, round as a cup. All the king's horses can't draw it up. Is it a well? It's probably not. Thou hast guessed well, foolish one, but thou hast committed a fatal blunder. Okay, so it was a well. So the idea is that like a well is round and it's tall because it's deep, but the horses can't draw the well up. I thought that because, you draw water from a well. Either that or he's just programmed to say that you guessed well no matter what you say and then he attacks. Either way, you're just a demon, dude. I'm not impressed. Oh, I did guess correctly. Fantastic. That feels good. Yeah. And, I mean, joke's on him there. He thinks the joke's on me. Yeah. I didn't take a demon's word, pal. I just knew that even if you double-crossed me, I would kill you without breaking a sweat. So, who's laughing now? I've assigned one of my party members to shoot me in the back repeatedly. Just to show you that really, this is not a problem for me. You're dead. Enjoy hell. Tell Falene and Nosfentor the Avatar sends his regards. Ah! Could use another one of our keys. Our dwindling supply. But you know what? Even though they're absurdly expensive at the places you can buy them, I'm absurdly wealthy and also probably don't need many anymore. Here we are, but of course we can't get over that. Oh. Yeah. Damn you, Astaroth. Yeah, we do want to be here when Astaroth's not at home. Alright. Well, that's why we have one more key. It's fortunate that we have one more key, I should say. Alright. Throw down a save. And we gotta just kill the day here, so let's make our way somewhere where we can do some moving around. Oh, there. So he's not gonna leave. He's just always gonna be present. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That also works with the fact that I have one more key. Oh, but I don't have to kill the day. We're just gonna outwit him. Or I guess if forced to, we could throw down, and if we can best him in the fight, he'll disincorporate for a little bit, and while he's disincorporated, we'll get it done. Alright. Either way. Throw down one more save. Here we go. Yeah. Airphage. Oh, yeah. A day didn't pass, but yeah, he's gonna be there. That's okay. What's the Vasmani situation, team? Because we're not really, we got one. Let's, yeah, one is fine. Let's help the Avatar. And everyone else is doing... Alright, can't cast spells here. Alright, whatever. Now we have none, and it doesn't matter. This is going to work or it's not going to work, and I've got to save if it doesn't. Oh, you son of a bitch. Well, that's going to be a problem. We need more skull keys now. Did that to myself. Okay. Okay. Did I write down where I can buy skull keys? I very well might not have. Yeah, joke's on me for throwing down a save. Okay. Here's something I'm totally willing to be told, Stimpinski. Can you recall where I can buy skull keys? Because I don't recall. Like, maybe the Buccaneer's Den? Yeah, there's places to get them for free. But I think I just used up the last of the free ones. Okay, this is going to be the one thing that I Google with this game. Ultima 5 buy skull keys. Oh, no. Okay, the answer is actually great and easy. The free place refreshes, and I do know what the free place is. Or it'll turn out I don't actually remember, and I should have read the full sentence when I Googled just now. But I think I remember. And if it's where I think it is, it's nice and close. Excuse me a moment. Just coordinating dinner. Alright, coordinating the travel to dinner. Alright. Time's running out for a cancellation. Okay, yep, that's what I was thinking, Stimpinski, so... the fact that it's true is even more helpful. Christie's the one who sells them, right? And tree stump. Damn you, Astaroth. Give me a break here. He knew I was in the area. Alright, set a watch. Guess we're all a little scuffed up from climbing clumsily. Running out of literal time in my own life for today, and yet, oh, beautiful timing, Lord British. Mwah. Much appreciated. It would just be grand, though, to close off the day by ticking off one of the remaining thingy-dings. So let's go in. No problems. Opening the door. Excuse me, pal. Even though I can, yeah, that's, you don't get rich without engaging in a little bit of tax evasion. What? Is this not the special key? The tree? This one? There it is. 5 odd keys. There. Okay, that explains why Shenstone goes to the tree every day. I mean, it explains some parts of why he goes to the tree every day. Why is Shenstone constantly just leaving keys there? Who knows? Maybe he's part of the resistance thing. Either way, we thank you for your service. Mr. Shenstone. Alright. Here we are. Saving. And we're getting down to business. Ouch. 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 And we made it. Alright. Going in. So I guess if you get like a compound message, you must, if you come here while there are multiple Shadowlords alive. It's, you know, like an air of hatred and falsehood and cowardice dots around thee. It's just a hideous air of counter virtue. Of vice counter virtue. Oh, hey, Balinor. That's a questionable guard work. Alright. This secret is just for Astaroth to be like working on his music down in the basement when you show up. Or, you know, whatever he's up to. But I think he's down there. He's got his 4-track. He's recording death metal with a drum machine. The scepter. Oh, baby. Stay strong, Lord British. We're coming for you. I don't want to fight you, Bats. I got nothing against you. Doing this is going to get me ambushed by Astaroth, I bet. But we should toss the place. Alright. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Get attacked by Balinor. I mean, you know, I'll catch on after he summons one demon or possesses one pal. Well, I didn't disturb it that much, buddy, if you didn't even hear me come in. Yes. It's a well, buddy. I have guessed well. Yeah, in more ways than one. Alright. Trusting a demon's word. I didn't. As we've established. I mean, I guess fine. Demons get the same benefit as the Shadowlords themselves. Beat them in single combat and they just reincorporate. And we're not going to like find a shard of Balinor and, you know, a special less important eternal flame to throw it into. Here we go. There. It's all over but the crying now. Oh. He's trying to run. You fool. Actually, Johnny, kill him. Kill him. Alright, fine. Great work, Balinor. Dork. What if you get in here with if you get in with your last key? Just get save, like, progress locked? Hopefully not. Alright. Alright. We gotta... Yeah, you gotta be on foot to climb, so let's go back in, get off our carpet, pick up our carpet, and now go climb. Ah, nothing to Jimmy here. Here we go. Whew. Alright. Well, 4 o'clock. Very productive couple hours here. And it's a good spot for me to shut it down for the day. Touch and go about whether I'm going to be able to fit in Ultima tomorrow. Got some friends coming over. I did not get much break at all during this reading week break, but this last weekend I'm packing full of see the family, watch a wrestling show tonight, and friends over in the afternoon and the evening. If I can manage to squeeze it in sometime, it might even be much earlier than I normally do. But here's what I'll do, folks. Just I mean, for one thing, obviously you can just wait, and if you don't get a notification, you don't get a notification. But I will cancel off the schedule if I determine that I just can't do it. But I really do want to, even if it's just a short one, because obviously I like, as we've discussed, we're like 87 hours into this game. I like this game a lot, and it's very exciting now because we're down to one thing left to do. We just gotta figure out what the fuck's going on with this box. So we're gonna go back to Britain, talk to some folks there, if we get a chance tomorrow. At the very least, we'll do that, hopefully. And if more time allows, there's a few dungeons I haven't dug out yet, fully. And that would be a good way to get some more folks to level 7, get us in shape. Stay strong, Lord British. It won't be much longer. I'm going to get you out of there. I'm going to get you back on the throne. After I was going to go back to his own dimension. And we'll wait until there's another crisis to see what happens next. So, great. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Thanks for hanging out in the chat. Everyone who did. British, I don't know if you just pop by but then you had to run some errands, or if you pop by and you're doing some chores so you can hear me but you're not watching. But either way, thanks for coming by. It's always a pleasure. Anyone new who's watching, I do this. Me and my friends do some other stuff throughout the week. I'll do some other stuff in the future if my work-life balance gets better. So hit that follow button. Keep coming back. It's always a pleasure to have you. Till the next time, all of our paths cross. You take care of yourselves and be kind to everyone you meet.